Traveling through Europe is the dream of many around the world. Seeing the Eiffel Tower in Paris or the Colosseum in Rome is a bucket list experience for sure. However, with that many people dreaming of traveling to Europe, many people flock to the same locations. This creates long lines, crowded attractions, and higher prices for everyone, to the point that many European cities have a huge over-tourism problem. That's why today we're going to be running through our list of the top 10 underrated cities in Europe that you should consider a trip to. Be sure to stick around for our number one pick, as this is a place that will become one of the top destinations in Europe over the next few years. Before we get started, if you're looking for more videos on all things travel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn notifications on. Now let's get straight into the video. Number 10. Sibiu, Romania. Located in Romania's most famous vampiric region, Transylvania, Sibiu is a great underrated gem. The city is visually stunning with classic Romanian buildings and cobblestone streets. Sibiu was built by the German settlers, and it's easy to see that influence in the city today. Check out the picturesque view from the Magare Clock Tower. There's also a lot to do and to see right outside of the city. If you're in Romania, the Transylvania region is a fantastic place to explore. Number 9. Split, Croatia. One of our favorite locations, Split, Croatia, is the less popular sister city of Dubrovnik. While Dubrovnik has the famous locations of Game of Thrones, Split has the Diocletian's Palace and many ancient buildings that make up its historic town square. In addition to its gorgeous beaches on the Adriatic Sea, Split has a small Mediterranean seaside vibe which, although at certain times of the year gets bombarded by cruise ship passengers, is far less crowded than Dubrovnik. Add to that the party island of Hvar and great food, and you have an incredible holiday destination. Number 8. Porto, Portugal. Portugal is a beautiful country with food, culture, and beaches. However, it's largely overlooked because of its more famous neighbors, Spain and Italy. But even though it's less visited, it still has many tourists coming into its biggest city, Lisbon, which is why we suggest Porto instead. Porto is home to river cruises, several beaches, and the famous Porto wine. The city also boasts beautiful picturesque neighborhoods, like the coast of the Ribeira neighborhood, with its colorful houses directly by the water. Porto is simply waiting for you to explore it. Number 7. Basel, Switzerland. Basel is a cosmopolitan cultural paradise, the city along the Rhine River, and is home to the most museums per capita in Europe. Also, the city is between Germany and France, and thus has influences of the two cultures while still being a quintessential Swiss city. The city is actually a favorite destination for Swiss people themselves on account of this, but unless you're from Switzerland, you probably haven't heard of this jewel of the country. One other nice thing is, though Switzerland isn't the cheapest place in the world, the city is actually very affordable relative to the bigger cities in Switzerland. Number 6. Olomouc, Czech Republic. While Prague is still a great place to get a European experience for a lot less money, Olomouc has a lot of the same things Prague does, but without the crazy tourists that have taken over the Czech capital. Olomouc has an incredible old feeling while still having new activities and sites to attract visitors. That's because it's the most well-preserved city in the Czech Republic. Check out the Baroque fountains or the Kroměříž Castle and Gardens. This city has incredible hidden gems all through it and has none of the crazy crowds. Number 5. Naples, Italy. Naples is an incredible city that is underrated because it's mostly a stopover city where tourists stay in order to do the famous activities nearby, such as exploring the Pompeii ruins, climbing Mount Vesuvius, or visiting the breathtaking Amalfi Coast. But the city of Naples is a great place to explore on its own merits. With cable cars, mountains, museums, and an incredible local art scene, Napoli has a lot to offer. Make Napoli a destination on your next trip and eat some world-famous Neapolitan pizza, and you'll see that Napoli is truly a fun and unique destination. Number 4. Kotor, Montenegro. The coastal city of Kotor is located in the Balkans next to Croatia. But while Croatia used to be underrated and untouched by several factors such as Game of Thrones being shot in its incredible medieval cities of Dubrovnik, it has become a bit overcrowded. Kotor in Montenegro is still a hidden gem. This city has been voted one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, and in fact, Kotor was even awarded, with the entire city being named as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it's clear to see why. The walls of the city were originally built in the Byzantine Empire, and you can even climb parts of the wall for an incredible view. Add to this the busy old town and vibrantly blue bay of Kotor, and you have an incredible and unique European trip. Number 3. Lucca, Italy. While Florence is the king of Italian Renaissance history, that status has made it one of the most crowded tourist destinations in the country. Millions of people come to explore its charms each year, but now the city is suffering from over-tourism, which means that those charms are turning into a nightmare for travelers. But never to fear, the city of Lucca is here to fulfill your Renaissance history itch. Only 1 hour away from Florence, Lucca is a location that lets travelers explore Renaissance art and culture for a fraction of the cost, and with virtually zero tourists. Another reason you may want to choose Lucca as your Italian destination of choice is on account that it's been hailed as having some of the best food in the Tuscany region. This is a fantastic location that has all the magic of Tuscany without the curse of overcrowding. Number 2. Mittenwald, Germany. This is one of the more special European cities that isn't popular yet. It has everything you could ever want in a German town, and it truly feels like a fairy tale. But what makes Mittenwald special is the charming homes decorated with Lufttilmalerei giant murals that are only found in this part of Germany. This is a place that Instagrammers would love if they only knew it existed. While Mittenwald is small, there are various things to do, such as mountain hiking and walking through the cobbled streets. Additionally, it's only 2 hours from Munich, making it a perfect day trip. Number 1. Belgrade, Serbia. This city earns the number 1 spot because it's 7,000 years old and still young. This city is quintessential Europe. With incredible architecture, history, food, and riverfronts, it's everything you could want in a European destination. The city also has a city below the city, with hundreds of caves and dungeons to explore. But while Belgrade is exciting in the day, it's nothing compared to what happens when the sun goes down. Belgrade is known for having some of the best nightlife in Europe, next to Berlin. Belgrade is known to have parties literally every night of the week. Belgrade is also one of the only places that can say most of its clubs are on the water. You heard that right. Belgrade has 170 floating nightclubs, restaurants, and bars on its riverfront. But if that's not your style, head on down to Skadarlija Street, where you can dance and hear incredible music all night long from the local street performers. And while this is an underrated city, you can reach this 7,000-year-old party town rather easily via train, car, or flight at its international airport, giving you no excuse not to book your trip. Check out this playlist to see more of our top 10 travel picks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.